When you start coding, you'll often hear about environment variables. But what are they and why do we use them? You can think of environment variables as little bits of configuration that you don't want to directly hardcode into your code. Instead, they live outside of your source code in a file called .env. The first question you might be thinking is, why can't I just put it directly in the code? Well, for one, if you're using a variable over and over again across your code base, you can then just refer to one variable set in your .env rather than repeating a code again and again. This way, if say a URL changes, you only have to change it once. But the main reason is secrets. For example, if you want to integrate Google Maps into your app, you'll have to get a special API key to allow your codebase to make calls to Google Maps API. The API key is just a string that tells Google that yes, this request is coming from you and it's okay. If you hard-coded that API key into your code, anyone could steal it. Instead, you keep it in your .env file. And the important rule is you never commit or push your .env file anywhere public. That's why environment variables keep things hidden and secret, because they are just on your local machine and not anywhere that anyone can see it. You can also use multiple .env files depending on what values you want to set. So you could have a .env.local to represent the local environment you may be working on. And then you could have a .env.staging and set all these staging URLs and variables. This way, you don't have to keep switching out your variable values. Just point to the one you want to use. I mentioned you can't push your .env anywhere because it holds secrets. So how do you deploy your app and run it in production if you can't push up your .env file? Well, when you deploy your app to something like Azure or AWS or any provider, that hosting platform's dashboard usually allows you to set your environment variables. And once your app runs, then those env files that you set will get injected into the code. To summarize, environment variables are a way to store config that your app needs to run. This can be from secret API keys to just general URLs. You can set your environment variables in a .env file, and you can also switch between different .env files to change your environment. And you never push up your .env files to anywhere public to keep your code secure. If you're a beginner software developer and you found this helpful, I have loads of bite-sized videos, so go check out the playlist. But other than that, I'll see you next time. Excuse me, please get out of my seat.